pushing myself to the. Yeah, I must be blind cause the way that it's looking, I'm trying, but I don't see no competition.
What up? This is take two. I don't keep any secrets from y'all. This is take two. We started rambling like a motherfucker.
How dare you tell them?
I gotta tell them. I can't lie to these people. These people are my family, okay?
You're right.
My family. All right, y'all. Welcome back. CXC. That's Emlad. I'm Go. And today we're doing a legacy check on Blueprint 3, the trilogy of the Blueprints and the 11th album for Jay-Z. 11 fucking albums, dog. And that was back in 2009. He had 11 albums in 2009. What a fucking run, dude. What a fucking run. Quick history lesson, because I didn't do the fucking history. This is where we fucked up last time. It came after Kingdom Come. It's a trilogy. It's the third part of the trilogy. And in my opinion, an unrated fucking album. All right.
It came after American Gangster. And
I
before
fucking
that was
suck,
Kingdom
dog.
Come.
That's what it is. But it doesn't matter. Listen to that guy. Listen to me. All right. Let's just get into the shits. Okay.
Yes.
Y'all know about Jay-Z. Okay. I don't need to give you a history lesson on the most popular rapper of all fucking
when I
time.
rap, every time I rap, the game's over.
Exactly that. Let's get into the fucking production. All right.
Let's do it.
This came out in 2009, so we're looking at 15 years ago, right? This album still sounds fresh as fuck because No ID and Kanye are all over it. So this is the beginning, in my opinion, after listening to this. This is like, it's like 808 and Heartbreaks, and this comes out and the sound of hip-hop changes, right? Jay-Z doesn't use autotune and other rappers still use autotune. That's in depth of autotune. That's a whole nother thing. But just production beat sounds, you had the hottest fucking producers in the game at the time producing an album right to create a new wave of music, right? Of like the next generation of hip hop. And you hear that in this album. Like it sounds like it should come. If you drop this today, I'd be like, okay, this doesn't sound bad at all. Like Swiss Beats is on this motherfucker.
Very good point.
Like this is he took the fucking what's the word I'm looking for? He took like every great great producer in this, because I'm looking back. Timbaland's on this as well. The Neptunes is on this. Like anybody who is anybody outside of Dr. Dre fucking produced this fucking album.
Yeah.
So you can't this is a 5 in my opinion, because like it'd be disrespectful to the best fucking producers to put this fucking out and not give it a 5. So that's my opinion right there. If you could beat that, do it, bitch. Just kidding. I'm sorry.
I'll give it a 4.7 on production.
How does it get better? I just want to ask.
How does it get better? It's not a perfect album, dog. So suck these balls.
No, just production wise. What do you want? Just Dr. Dre's on it, so you took Dr. Dre's on it, so you took 0.3 out?
Okay. Like, what do you want? What do you want from me, huh? 4.7. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just kidding. I'm just
in
being
terms
fucking,
of
fucking crazy. That's all.
It's okay. Yeah. I got your crazy right here.
Tell me you're crazy. Bitch. Sorry.
Production, right? Okay, This is no diss to No Idea or Kanye. I do feel like the start of the album is really slow for me. I don't actually really get into the album until Run This Town.
Really?
Because the production starts picking up a little bit for me. Yeah, because I'm more of an upbeat kind of guy.
I'm sorry. I thought Empire State of Mind came before it. I agree.
No.
I agree. I 100% agree.
And in fact, not only does the production kind of become more upbeat as the album progresses, but Jay-Z's flow also kind of picks up a little bit more rapidly too, to complement some of those beats. And we'll get into that performance and stuff in a second. But yeah, production-wise, I think it's pretty great. And I think it's a huge standout, especially if you're naming the album Blueprint 3. I just feel like there's some lulls for me, production-wise, throughout the album, and it might be a Jay thing or it might not be. I don't know, because I will say right now, I'm not a fan of DOA. So like,
I agree with that.
It's almost like kind of embarrassing to make that statement, and what auto-tune only blew up from that point forward.
I 1,000% agree, and we can just go into artist performance. And then also just to say, a 4.7 is very, very fucking high. I'm like looking back,
absolutely it is. Yeah,
I'm looking back like at some of the stuff we've done. Like there's a few albums where I'm like, if I tell you the albums that we talked about, and you gave a little bit of higher score to, I think, but it's only by 0.05. You're off by 0.05. I think you'd move it to a 4.8, but that's fine. It doesn't matter. It's okay.
You know what? It's what I felt in that very moment. My feelings change all the time.
That's fine. And you are a human, and you are allowed to do that.
Yes, I am.
Let's go into, because I want to, no, let's just do artist performance. Let's talk artist performance and features, because this is motherfucking loaded with features. Motherfucking loaded. I woke this motherfucker up just now by saying that.
I want you I want you to start with your favorite feature because I know what it is because I want to expand on it. So why don't you start there?
Do you think my favorite feature is J. Cole?
Yeah.
It's not.
Okay. Who? Who
it's
is it then?
it's Kanye. Kanye's verse on Run This Town is my favorite feature on this. It's 100% my favorite features.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's a
I
pretty
went from, you can
fucking
go from
beast.
being Joe Blow to everybody in your dick, no homo. I got my family I got my whole family whips, no Volvos. I can't remember the whole fucking verse, but that verse is he kills that verse. Like
He says some stuff on there.
yeah. The that whole song, like you can hear all of like the Run This Town is such a like great like upbeat song, and then comes to Kanye West and he just fucking like he comes from the fucking heart on that shit. And I love that verse. That is Run This Town is still one of my favorite songs off of this album that I've been going back to for the last 15 years. It never got old to me. Like I think that's a part of the death of autotune. It got very old very quickly and it didn't stand the test of time, which is not something that happens to Jay-Z, but like that one hasn't, maybe there's like an underlining meaning that I don't understand and I never caught on to, but I got so sick of that song.
Yeah, I
mean?
got tired of hearing like the beat too, to be honest with you. It became one of those songs like because it fell short of making any type of impact.
Yeah.
I
No,
think it
100%.
made it even that much more silly.
100%.
I think I mean Rihanna's vocals on Run This Town.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
That's what's crazy with the features. You have Rihanna and Alicia Keys.
Alicia Keys.
Vocalist, fucking crazy vocals. Like both of them, crazy. Like I am waiting for a day where Rihanna goes back on tour and then getting a seat really far in the back because all the bitches in the front would be fucking crazy. So like kind of in the back, just to experience it live. Just to experience it fucking live. And Alicia Keys for sure. And Alicia Keys for sure. That's like on the list. Alicia Keys, come to DC. I'm gonna take me and the wifey to it because she's fucking goated. So, but continue.
Yeah, man. No, I mean that's are we talking about performances and features at this point?
Yeah,
okay.
both of them. I just throw them together because like the artist performance like if goes with the features sometimes. Like
Empire State of Mind is the best song of the album, man. Like that song is so timeless.
Yeah.
They made a perfect record on that in that song. What a combination. So I got to say like that being on Blueprint 3 solidified the meaning of why it should be Blueprint 3. Like this is the template how you follow a career, especially one as long as Jay-Z, someone who has continually evolved as an MC, as a rapper, but also as a businessman, as just like a Black American in hip hop culture. No one has done it like him. So
no one.
And he has continued to set his own trends and framework for how to just have a career like his, a successful one at that.
I mean, it's an untouchable career, but yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, no. Let's see. I really enjoyed. I mean, we have to talk about Stars Born.
Of course.
Are we just talking about it? Are we just getting into all of it
Let's get into it. Let's get into all of it. I mean, we can do what we did with the last one we reviewed, where we can just kind of give the reviews we just give numbers at the end, but we can just talk about everything.
I like that. I think
this one's going to be disorganized. I think this is going to be disorganized because
I like that.
There's a lot going on in this album.
This one's disorganized, but it's our blueprint.
Of course.
Yeah, baby.
Which no engineer would approve, but go for it. Yeah. I'm good with
That's hilarious. All right. I like how very, very smart songwriting on A Star Is Born. I love the concept.
Oh, yes.
I love the stuff that he's saying. And the cherry on top is introducing his newest protege, J. Cole.
Yes. I love it. It was such a great like concept overall, just talking about all of hip hop since you've been in it, because you've been in it so long, and just like kind of just like giving a flower to everyone that you've competed with or whatever, and just kind of like like tipping your hat to the game pretty much. It was awesome. Like like 50 literally wanted to shoot up the short, came through like hurricanes do. You literally
got you.
Yeah.
But I got you. 50 came through like hurricanes do. Thought I finished his ass to Summer Jam too. Had the Illmatic on bootleg. The shit was so head. Thought we was all dead. Rain did a milli. 50 did a milli. Yay too, but what M did was silly. The white boy blossomed after Jim Dawson. His flow on Renegade. Fucking awesome. Applaud him.
Dude,
I love that part.
I think it was like I think that like the like concept gets like kind of lost on people. Like Yo, that's like to give props to everyone. Like you beef with Nas, you beef with 50, you beef with a lot of these dudes. Like you've been put in the same like competition with a lot of these dudes, where like, and you kind of give them a flowers. That's a
That's
cool fucking
honesty,
gesture.
man. That's all very genuine, like authentic move.
And that's what I really like about it, because like in sports, like this is kind of like whatever. I don't care, whatever. Maybe it's soft, but whatever. I'm like, I like sportsmanship in sports. Like when you beat like in like when you watch boxing or like UFC, like you're literally beating the shit out of this person. But afterwards, when you could tap gloves and be like, "Yo, good," that's always cool. And that's what this was. It's like tapping your gloves after a boxing match. You know what I mean? So
I like that. That's always my favorite
cool.
part of sports too. So
yeah,
I like that.
Yeah. What else?
Yeah, J. Cole, dude, I was just listening to this recently, you know, ahead of this review, and J. Cole sounds so young, so crazy how young he sounds, like a little baby.
This is after or around the same time fucking Cold World dropped. This is very early.
Yeah.
This is very early. No, what's crazy is like him and Drake, like you gotta think this is like after what's it called? Drake dropped Thank Me Later. This is before I'm pretty sure this is before right around Take Care. Like this is very early, like very early, like Drake and Cole. Like we don't know what Drake's gonna be at this point. Like we don't know what Cole's gonna be. Like you gotta think this is like not early Cudi, but this is prime Cudi. We haven't heard from Cudi in a while, you know what I mean? Like that's how like long ago we're talking about. Like this is post 808 and Heartbreak. This is like right off the bats of 808 and Heartbreak Kanye. Like, you know what I mean? Like this is like a long time ago. People haven't ascended to the point they're going to ascend to at this point. You know what I mean?
No, it's literally the handing of the torch, right?
Yeah.
To that generation. And it's crazy how Cole and fucking Drake are on this album.
Yeah. 100%. It is funny, yeah. But I mean that's when they all got along, right? And so they all got along.
Yeah, exactly. That's when they were all besties. All right. And then Young Forever was a big record too. I remember when that dropped. The Mr.
That
Hudson
one hits
feature.
me now. Like as we're getting older.
It hits you now, it didn't hit you then. It was like crazy sounding song back then.
I think no. It sounded great then, but like now, like what he's saying, like
what he's saying.
Do you like really want to live forever? And like everything he's saying, like then like now as you're getting older, it's like, you know, this kind of hits a little bit more because like I don't know how old Jay-Z was at the point when he dropped this, but like he was probably in those like 30s, 40s type situation, right? Where like he's probably sitting looking at life where we are now, and it's like, damn, you know what I mean? It's one of those.
Yeah, he was, by the way, 39 years old.
Yeah. How old is he now? I don't want to do math. He's like 55?
55? He is 56.
50, I was close. I can do math. Good.
Yeah. All right. So what else are we on to the next? On to the next
one.
Oh yeah,
I love that.
That's another good one. I love that one.
That is such a Swiss Beats beat. You know what I mean?
I'm not a Jonas, brother. I'm a grown up.
Oh, dude, yeah. And then the funny thing is, right after that, off that sounds like a Timbaland beat. Like, you know what I mean? Like they sound like he's like he like went in there and he's like, yo, do you? I want your beat and I'm gonna rap with it. I don't care. Make it sound like you. You know what I mean? Like
that one sounds like out of the like on another planet type of beat.
100%. One thing I wanted to go into is the sequencing. Like this is like the big thing that the thing I've realized, right? If this is my hot take, so clip this. I think clip this right here. Clip it. Okay. Is that I think that this if Jay-Z was gonna like stop rapping and end his career, this should have been the album. I was never a big 444 guy because it was not released to the general fucking public. I had an iPhone, not a Samsung, or I didn't have
annoying, bro.
I didn't have Tidal.
No, that was the Magna Carta. That was with Magna Carta.
Yeah, sorry, it was Tidal. It was only on Tidal for like
is that how it was?
Yes, it was only on Tidal for years. It's like the Compton album that was only on Apple Music for years, right?
What about that? Yeah,
that
was so annoying, dude.
So fucking annoying, right? So for me, I don't know a lot about 444. Maybe it's something we should listen to because, you know, like I know the OJ story. Like I remember that song for some reason, but this would have been an amazing cap of a album because you got to think he starts it off kind of like, let's start with like DOA is kind of like he's giving on kind of his like as a senior in hip hop, he's kind of giving his opinion on where it's like this is what's ending before I leave. This is what's going to end with Death of Autotune, right? He runs this town, he reps. Then he goes to Empire State of Mind where he's talking about where he's from, right? On to the next one is kind of the middle of his career where he's on to the next and they're off that kind of thing where like he's setting trends and he gets to dictate what is the trend, what is like hot in hip hop, hot in like fashion to a way because he had the S Carter line and Rockaware and stuff like that. And then like at Star is Born, he's talking about like, okay, now I did all this, give the props, and then I'm gonna start handing the torch, right? And then it kind of like I think it kind of like doesn't follow what I'm thinking here, moving forward, like with hate and reminder and things like that. But then Young Forever is like, okay, I'm done. This is my retirement, right? And that's I feel like he like gives a whole like journey of his career kind of and like what he thinks he means to the game and then walks away type of thing. That's what I think this should have been. Blueprint 3 should have been where it all ended if it's going to end. And I get that like, you know, it's hard to just end a music career because you might get inspiration later like 444 and maybe that's what this was because we didn't get 444 for like several years after, right?
I have to. I was so funny. I was recently going back and trying to listen to 444 for like the first time, really, because it was like once we didn't have access to it, and then it just like I wasn't gonna go out of my way to listen to it
Yeah.
because you know in that sense, and then eventually when I did get around to it. The OJ story, that was actually like my only like my favorite record, but I know there's some deeper songs on there
Yeah.
like Kill Jay-Z and there's like almost like therapeutic for him, I'm sure. I think it was an important album for him to
Yeah.
release. It's probably him getting the most vulnerable he's ever been.
Sure.
So, but I see your point, maybe from a Jay-Z branding perspective, because I think he's killing the ego, kill Jay-Z. I think that's what's happening on 444. But
444.
like as far as like still being who he is, Jay-Z, maybe Blueprint 3, I could see that. Because
But
yeah,
then
there were so many loose ends he finally ties.
yeah. But then like is Magna Carta because that came out after like I know like 4 years later.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
is Magna Carta and the Holy Grail like that's what it is, right? So it's like is that like I became God and then 444 is like, oh yeah, here's an update on my life by the way. Like I know it's been a few years. I just felt like making music and oh yeah, by the way, I'm really rich now. I have kids and it doesn't matter how rich you are, your kids are kind of fucking annoying sometimes. You know what I mean? like I'm married, but I still fucking fight my wife sometimes because like you know,
Yeah.
I know my wife is Beyonce, but sometimes you just want to sit and you don't want to get up to do shit. So don't worry, I get annoyed at that shit too, you know?
Fair enough. Were
Maybe
you
that's it.
referring to Magna Carta? Is that what you meant?
I mean, no, Magna Carta was like he became God pretty much at that point, right? Like he ended his
I
career.
never really listened to that one.
Really? That was
Yeah,
good.
that's the
That
one.
was
Yeah, because
people.
remember that shit was
Yep.
on Samsung, and then I was like, "Yo, what the
For
fuck
2
am I don't
days.
have
It
no
was on.
fucking."
No, it
Yeah,
was on
but then
Samsung for the first. It originally released for 3 days on Samsung, right? So he hit 1 million, so it went platinum immediately, and then it was on everywhere else. 3
this
days
was a
later.
weird era in music for me personally because I hadn't fully tapped into the digital streaming shit yet, and CDs was becoming like obsolete at this point,
Yes.
and that was my bread
My
and butter.
friend,
But I was still
my
downloading
friend,
shit
no,
offline.
I have to call you out. In 2013, CDs were already obsolete. We had iPods in like the 7th
I
generation at
hadn't
that point.
converted. I didn't
You had a
convert it. I
you had a
was
smartphone in
downloading shit.
2013.
Yeah, I was downloading. I know.
No,
I'm
no,
saying I didn't convert to the digital streaming. That was still very early on.
fair.
2013. That was very
Yeah,
early on,
I
bro.
had the Spotify
Spotify
by
was
then, dog.
around, but
I had that Spotify, dog.
it
With
wasn't
the
like
gym.
common, like everybody was listening to it type shit.
It was
Don't try and
no. In 2013, I used to share my Spotify, and you could listen to at 2 times at one time. You could listen. 2 people could listen to it at the same time. Oh my god damn it! Don't show
that's
that.
when like $9.99 a month, man, charges like that, or I'm
It was
sure
so
it was a
nice.
little bit,
Now it's like
yeah,
$30 a month for a family plan. Man.
right?
It's wild. But yeah, sorry. I just think that like just to like I don't know where we've gone at this point because we said this would be disorganized at this point of
It's
an
all good.
artist of a album.
We were talking
review.
about Jay-Z's discography, and you were talking about how you were making a take about how you felt like he could have very well just ended it with Blueprint
Yes.
3. But then I was building a case for 444.
I think
So
444 was like, oh, I haven't made music in a while. I just feel like doing it, and I kind of just want to do it. Versus like, I feel like Blueprint 3
I think it was a deep
is
album for him. 444
sure.
feels like a deep album for him. Magna Carta feels like what you're explaining.
Yeah,
right
I
there.
think it was a money grab a little bit. I think that's what people felt.
Well,
like it
Watch
was.
the Throne, because you have to understand, Watch the Throne is that era too, and Watch the Throne is a pretty amazing record.
But
that's
it's him and
joint
Kanye.
album.
It's not his solo career.
Absolutely. I know what
I
you
think
mean.
for something that like carried the Blueprint name that I think like we've talked about, like when you're making a trilogy of albums, right? Like when
Mhm.
you reuse a name that people loved, for an album, you can only disappoint. And to do it, like, I don't know, for us, like when Blueprint 2 came out, right? We were young. It was like when we were like 12 years old, right? Something like that.
When
Blueprint 2 came
3
out.
or
2,
2?
2, 2.
Yeah, we was young. We
were young. So like I didn't have like taste in music at that point. I just liked music, right? So Blueprint 2 is, I've always loved that album. I've always thought it was a great album. But Blueprint 3, like as an adult, still to this day, it sounds great. Like I don't know, what is the public perception on 3? Like do people hate on it? Like what was it? Like
No, dude, I'm pretty sure it fucking won some Grammys, first of all.
That doesn't mean anything. I'm talking about like what did Twitter say?
What did people say? Yeah. No, I don't remember it being one of those albums everybody was checking for, but I remember it being one of those albums like if you liked hip hop, you fuck with it.
Yeah. I mean, I just feel like it doesn't get talked about enough. Like in like a discography as great as Jay-Z's, like it's up there in my opinion.
I think we forget though. I think it was bigger than we thought because Empire State of Mind was the biggest song. That shit was everywhere. Remember the fucking the fucking MTV Awards or whatever? Jay-Z and Alicia Keys were performing it, and then Lil Mama hopped up on stage and like ruined the shot she got in.
Oh my god. Yeah. That's like such an anthem for New York. Like
there was speculation that ruined like Lil Mama's like career trajectory.
I've heard that.
Jay was so pissed.
Yeah, and he got that power to do it too. I will say that Empire State of Mind made me wish I was from New York.
Dude.
And I'm DC forever. Like I'm proud of being from DMV. Like I'm proud of that shit. And shit.
Yeah,
but
man.
like when that song comes on, I'm like, damn, I wish I was from New York. Now I'm down in Brooklyn. Now I'm in Tribeca. When I'm like, I don't know what these places are, but it's fucking awesome. Though I kind of do know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Tribeca. Yeah.
Everybody ride her like she's a bus stop. I'm like, yo, that's wild.
He just hits all the fucking like points of like being in New York. Long live the World Trade. He talks about the Yankee hat.
Yeah,
your favorite.
I made
team.
the Yankee hat more. Fuck that. And I'm a Nationals fan. Let's go Nats, baby. I made the Yankee hat more famous than a Yankee cane. It's wild. Dude, yeah. What did we forget to talk about? Did we forget something like favorite bars? What is it we talking about? I forgot. Any of those? I don't have them because I don't do my homework. I'm a bad kid.
I told you a few from A Star Is Born. Yeah, those were like some of my favorites, man. I mean,
what was your favorite song? Your favorite song is Star Is Born on the album?
I think Star Is Born is the one that if I've come back to any song, it's that one. Because it's just like I love how sincere it feels, and I love how there's 4 verses. Like I think 2 of those verses, Jay's paying homage to all the rappers and pioneers and everybody, and then the 3rd verse is him talking about himself and bigging himself up, which I love that.
Yeah.
And the last verse is the runner-up Cole at that time. So it was a perfect sounding song. Clap for him. Yeah. I mean, that's it. I don't have anything else to say about that. I mean, Venus versus Mars is also a clever sounding song where he's like playing off the he, like dynamic, power dynamic and shit like that.
My favorite line though is, I just want to say, why are you already laughing?
Because of what I just said. Go ahead.
Okay, fair enough. This is a life that everybody asks for. This is a fast life. We are on a crash course. What you think I rap for? To push a fucking RAV4? I always love that. I was like, I could never buy a RAV4 because I could never buy a RAV4. This is not like this is related to Jay-Z, but you know the Watch the Throne remix to Pop Style. You know what I'm talking about with Kanye. So you'll probably see in Fast and Furious that I have a Tahoe. For all the people, check it out. We have videos out. Go check it out. What's it called?
That shit out.
What's it called? Not My Car. Don't go check that out. Don't fucking dox me. Fucking my favorite part of that song now, because I have the Tahoe, is like what fuck, I don't even know the verse. God damn it. I don't even know fuck. I hate this. I fucking hate that I do this. Why are all the windows tinted on your Tahoe? Why do you know every bitch that I know? Sorry, that's it. Never mind. There's no reason. Somebody cut this.
Oh, that's from the remix. Okay.
Yeah.
I almost forgot what you were talking about.
It was the Watch the Throne The Throne remix. That's what it's called. The Throne remix with him and Jay-Z
Gotcha.
on it. Yeah. With Kanye and
Okay.
Jay-Z. Also, I feel like I wish Kanye and Jay-Z did another album together. I think we should do Watch the Throne soon because that's a fucking
Can't be forced. No force type shit. Yeah,
fair.
I wouldn't
But
want
we
it to be forced.
Fair, but we should do the review of it. We should do the review
Okay.
of Watch the Throne because it's a. I think
Alright.
it is like this song. It's like this album where the whole thing, like, there's no skips in my opinion. This album, like, maybe the first couple songs are skips, but like, there's not very many skips. But
There's like 3-4 skips.
fair. But 15 songs I found is about the right amount of songs that an album should have.
I agree.
I think as we've been reviewing
12
all these
to 15.
older,
12
as
to
we-
15.
as we've been reviewing these older albums, these 20, 22 songs, it's like, yo, I have things to do. And these are 6-minute songs. And I don't know what the fuck you think I have to do, but I gotta do more than that. All right, y'all. Let's just go through the list real quick. You gave the production a 4.7. I gave it a 5.
Okay.
Artist performance.
Okay.
I'm gonna go 4.7 on that for artist performance. This is very, very good. Very, very good. Actually, no, I take it back 4.9. Sorry, go ahead. What do you think for artist
I'll give it a
performance?
4.7. I'll give it a 4.7.
Okay. Sequencing, I think it was sequenced like the way I explained it, it's a 5 because I think it was sequenced very well because it told the story great in my opinion. And unknowingly, I feel like it was done very well.
I'll give it a fucking 4.6. How about that?
4.6. And you want to do cultural significance and how it's aged? Because aged 4.8, aged real well for me.
Yeah, sure. Let's do a 4.8.
Okay. I got you. Hold on. I'm just trying to drag over the averages over here.
Drag
4.8.
that shit.
And then, okay, last one is cultural significance. I feel like it wasn't as significant as it needed to be, as it should have been, right? Like, I don't think anyone's like, oh, remember Blueprint 3? Like, oh, that's what changed Jay-Z's career. It's like, nah, he dropped another great album. You know what I mean? So, like, a 4 for me, 4.2-ish for me. Like, I don't think I want to bring down the average because of it. So, it's like a 4.2 for me. 4.15? 4.15 is what I wrote.
I'll give it a 4.2. Because I still think it was an important sort of bridging the gap in what needed to be of generations in hip hop, especially because that was important. We needed people like Jay-Z to be able to kind of do that, not just DJs and producers, but like the actual rappers and MCs. And Jay's one that they've all look at as a GOAT or look up to. Yep. So, and we see display of that on here with the Cole features, with the Drizzy, with just like the new generation of rappers being on the album. And so with Jay at the same time talking about like that transitional period of like how to continue to move forward and look onward as your career in this culture, you know, blossoms. So I think that was an important thing. So yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Because there was no other rappers before Jay doing it, really.
Yeah, no, 100%. And like that's like a big like cosign, especially like I mean Cole dropped an album and Drake had been successful at that point. But that's a massive cosign. It's like as their careers blossom, you know, Jay-Z and Cole didn't work together a lot at all. Like I think that was a point that J. Cole had made not to do it himself. But and you have a few, like I think they have 3 or 4 songs together, Jay-Z and Drake. It's a cool way to look back of like 2 generations putting music together.
Yeah.
What's interesting? The Cole never had
Cole
the
and Drizzy have more features together than Jay and Cole. Yeah.
Drake has more features with Jay-Z than Cole does. I think this
Didn't I
is
just say
only.
that?
Oh, you said I heard it as Drake and Cole have worked together more than
No. Oh,
Cole
no,
has worked with. Sorry, I misheard.
I said Jay. No, I meant like Jay-Z and Drake have more collabs together than Jay-Z and Cole.
Which is crazy, right? But in the response to Control, J. Cole in that one remix of the Justin Timberlake song, I don't remember what it is. He's like, "And I never ever leaned on Jay-Z, bitch." Is one of the lines on that. Yeah,
I like that. Which is true. Yeah, he's talked about that.
Yeah, so he didn't ever lean on it. He did what he wanted after his first album, pretty much. But that is not what we're talking about today. We're not talking about J. Cole. We're talking about Jay-Z, y'all. And this was another episode of Culture Crossover. We did it in 30 minutes, dog. We did it in 30 minutes. What up? We are getting better at this shit. But make sure you are subscribed, like, and comment. And what you got to do, go in the comment section. Tell me you love me. And then tell us what we should review next. We're open to suggestions. We got this big ass list of things we want to do, but you know, don't spike our drinks. Don't spike our drinks.
What?
I meant to say pique our interest. tickle our fancies. I've lost control of the situation.
I think it's time
I
to
can feel it coming
button
in
up.
near.
Pushing myself to the limit. Pushing myself to the. Yeah, I must be blind cause the way that it's looking, I'm trying, but I don't see no competition. I got success in my future, man. How do I know it? This prophecy, no premonition.